welcome back to my channel. My name is Ray, and we are here to jump into episode 13 of Desire the series. So, last episode, what happened? I feel like a bunch of stuff happened. Obviously, we're still in the aftermath of the truth being revealed. We found out that Gao Tu is pregnant, and he gave Shimonlan one last time to not be a dick in the workplace, and unfortunately he was. So he quit, and is not going to tell him about the baby or anything. And then with Huang and Sheng Xiaoyu was kidnapped. Xing Xiaoyu. I keep saying his name wrong. I'm so sorry, guys. Xing Xiaoyu was kidnapped, and they, by his brother's goons, he was almost killed because they almost damaged his gland, and instead, Huang saved him after he got. I mean, he did a pretty good job getting out himself, but then he got hit with a cyanide dart. Whatever. So Huang had to mark him, and in order to save his life, which he did. But now they're kind of like settled back into a relationship, and with a permanent mark now. So it kind of, I don't know, cut corners when it came to Huang having to actually win this man over, like, naturally. But I mean, it's not like the mark makes you like a slave or something. So he's still able to, be angry with Huang and, buck at him. It's just that now he's more susceptible to him during heats and ruts and whatnot. So, and they're permanently marked, so it's forever. No backing out now by either one of them. So, but he doesn't believe it. He thinks that Huang is just another alpha. So he doesn't believe Huang when Huang says, I gave you my permanent mark. He's still not ready to understand that this man is stronger than him in every way, even though he's seen it firsthand himself. But he still, he still wants to be the apex predator himself. So he's not comfortable with the idea of there being people out there that are higher than him, stronger than him, etc. So yeah, we'll see. So we're gonna jump into the episode. I'm actually watching this on Gaga today, because the Vicky episode still hasn't dropped. I was gonna watch this earlier today, because I record generally on Saturdays. So I was going to watch this earlier, and it still hasn't dropped on Vicky yet. So I was like, well, I have a bunch of stuff to record today. So I recorded, Shine, and I recorded Whale Store, and a couple of other shows and stuff like that. Pit Babe, I was recording. I was like, oh, let me give it a few hours and then it'll drop. But no, it is 10:30 p.m. and it has still not dropped. So I'm going to watch it on Gaga. I haven't been watching them on Gaga, so I don't know how the subs are. I mean, it's a little Gaga's a little hit and miss when it comes to subs. At least certainly with the Japanese subs that I watch with the Japanese shows on there. I mean, it doesn't mean that I don't like Gaga or anything, but sometimes it could be a little, I prefer the subs on Viki in general for most shows anyway. But, hey, we do what we got to do. I can't put this off for another day because I have to help my sister tomorrow. So I can't film tomorrow. I can barely do some editing, and then because I still have to do some work for Monday, so I have to do it tonight. So we're gonna do it on Gaga. Hey, we'll adjust as needed. All right, let's get into episode 13. But I totally understand his inability to fully trust this man after all the lies and deception. Are you kidding me? He just been sitting there on the couch while he's working? Hilarious. Oh, he still has that same book. remember. Has he told him about this yet? About, like, the fact that they knew each other when they were kids? Have they talked about that? They might have. And I just don't remember it. That might have happened.
查得怎么样啊？
已经招了，是买凶杀人，水平很不怎么样。
丁警这只妄想上桌。
So he lied about turning them over to the police, huh?
这两个人怎么处理？
Okay, so now he's sending them to the police?
今年在创新药
are
领
we
域，
murdering these
我们一
guys?
共达成了11笔重点交易，对外披露金额的有6起。你怎么还没走？
He said he took a 3-year sabbatical. He was
陈秘
very
书去实验
serious.
室拿报告了。
你不会又要说什么永久标记之类的蠢话了吧？高阶的 Alpha 的确在各方面都要比普通的 Alpha 强，也的确能够通过永久标记让伴侣的体质也变强。但花先生，我也是 S 级 Alpha， 你拿什么标记我？
那累了要休息总是常事吧，盛先生，你不能总拿咖啡续命。
沈沙友 he does kind of strike me as somebody who he kind of is a flat earther. Is he not a flat earther? Like, sir, no matter what kind of evidence you put before him, he is always going to believe that that earth is fucking flat.
现在熬的夜，将来都是要还的。
我的将来 ，X 控股很闲吗？花先生作为实际控制人，居然还有功夫在这管别人的闲事啊！
He took a 3-year sabbatical. He was very serious.
对我来说，盛先生不是别人，盛先生的事也不，他又没办法24小时都待
I
在
could
你身
stay
边。
with you
我要
24
他
hours
24
a
小时
day.
待在我身边干嘛？
如果不那样的话，谁来保护你啊？
我一个 S 级的 Alpha 还需要别人保护我？
You got kidnapped, sir.
盛先生吃软不吃硬，很可能在不知道的情况下树敌，更何况还那么好骗。
Not your easy. That's crazy. Not your easy to deceive. Listen, it's the truth. I've said that this man was gullible multiple times throughout this reaction. But that's so crazy for Huang to say to him, you're really easily deceived. Like he wasn't the main one that's been deceiving him for like a year. Fucking crazy.
还那么好骗。
我好骗？
我不是那个意思，
Yeah, you kind of meant that.
只是绑架那次我心有余悸，实在不放心你一个人带着。
That's fair.
你是我什么人？轮得着你不放心？
Well,
我是你什么人，盛先生？你说呢？
耍漏那么久也该玩够了吧？ 玩？
we're in the office.
对盛先生，我永远认真。
We're in the office with like all
我担
glass
心我
walls.
想要保护你，
Careful.
一辈子对你好，对你负责。
Ooh, not him wavering.
我不需要。
Ooh. Damn, he loves that bottom lip. Every time they've kissed, he's gobbled it up. Every time. Yeah, it's a wrap.
"你到底想干嘛？
还不够明显吗？我想要追求你。
我再说一遍，我不喜欢 Alpha。
我知道啊。
你知道个屁！
He's not an alpha. Just say I'm not an alpha.
啊，
I'm an Enigma.
Enigma，
你怎么不说自己是舒克贝塔呢？
什么是舒克贝塔？
Yeah, what is that?
是你们江户的知名人士吗？抱歉，盛先生，我来自 P 国，可能对你们江户的知名人士不是那么了解，不过我可以学。
Yeah, he's not wearing his
你能原谅我这一次吗？
Omega watch.
我以后再也不会骗你了。
你到底喜欢我什么啊？
除了花心以外的全部。
你
Except that you're a player.
还真敢说。
You's a hoe! You don't like that part.
好，
I don't know if
花友
he's really that
那我
hoish,
再给
to
你
be
一次机会。
honest.
我也
Okay.
只会再问这一遍。如果你
That
再
did not
骗我，
pause.
那就给我滚，永远。
Sorry, pause. And then I'm gonna go back 10 seconds because I want to see what he says there. I know we opened the show with like, oh, he's got 32, 33, something like that, exes. He's nearly 30 years old. And we know that he mostly just has one night stands to help him get through his ruts, right? That's not a lot. Let's assume that he has a rut. I guess it depends on how often he has a rut. Is it every month? Or is it like only twice a year? Because if it's only twice a year, even still, it doesn't matter. Because even if he just had a bunch of one night stands, totally fine for a healthy adult. Like, completely fine. And he's almost 30. Let's say he's been sexually active since he was, let's say, 18, 19, something like that. That's about 10 years of being sexually active. Roughly 3 people, even if we split it up evenly, that's about 3 people a year that he dated. And we know that he wasn't dating a bunch of them, that a bunch of them were just, hookups, which is completely normal and completely fine. Even if he only had 3 people a year for the last 10 years, that still would not be a lot of people and would still amount to about 30 exes. It's not a lot, actually. And let's assume that probably it wasn't 3 a year. Probably it was more than that. Probably he dated, like a few of them dated, like the guy he dated for half a year. And maybe a few of them were like, just a couple of months, went out with them for a couple of months and didn't work out. That's still not a lot of people. And then some of them were just one night stands. Fine. It's okay. I feel like we are overemphasizing the word exes when actually it's just people he had sex with. I feel like the only people that we've seen that truly we can confirm was an ex was the guy who he dated for 6 months. That's it. And I guess, what's her name? Shushin? Her. Those are the only 2 exes we've seen. And I don't even know if he dated Shushin that long. I think he only saw her a few times. Well, he saw her enough that he had a credit card dedicated to her. So I feel like probably he wouldn't give a credit card to like his one night stands. He probably only gives a credit card, a bank account or a bank line to somebody he's been dating for probably more than a month. Let's assume. So yeah, I still would rate her as an ex. I don't know. I just don't find him to be as promiscuous as the show keeps trying to tell me he is. I truly don't.
好，花友，那我再给你一次机会，我也只会再问这一遍。如果你再骗我，那就给我滚。妹妹也是编的，那我的手术费是替谁交的？
那是高秘书的妹妹。
Yeah, whose surgery did I pay for? Not who paid for my surgery. This is what I'm saying. Listen, I might have to rewatch this episode with you guys on Vicky.
我们是陌生人吧？你的身份是假的，工作是假的，妹妹也是假的。
Totally valid
从头到
response,
尾
by the way.
到底有什么还是真的？
I like you.
我喜欢你是真的呀。5公斤，兴趣爱好是
Stalking. He don't really
不
have
好
any
意思，盛先生，
hobbies.
我没有什么兴趣爱好，
Stalking.
我只喜欢你。
Stalking.
你是不是早就认识我？
Yeah, since we were kids.
什么时候？
在 P 国的一次宴会上。
花勇，你是情圣吗？我是什么？吃一口就能长生不老的唐僧肉？你觉得这合理吗？
很合理啊。我是认识盛先生的天分化的，我是为你而生的。
So he differentiated on the day he met him.
刚开始的时候只是出于好奇，为什么盛先
Him in high school 5 years ago? Because he's 23.
你又去江湖了吗？
Yeah, so he's 23. I assume
场馆长
Xing Xiaoyou is
我回
like
不回 P 国，应该没有人会知道吧？
27, 28.
明天上午8点前。
Is that the brother? Is that not Xing Xiaoyou's brother there
请你务必回来，
in the corner?
否则以后我恐怕没办法让你私自离开了。
Oh, he's coming to see his brother. Okay, yeah, that was him. I thought it was going to reveal that they knew each
大
other.
哥，
别，
大哥，你就帮我这一次吧，爸爸知道会打死我的。
盛少卿，这是第几次了？既然知道爸爸会打死你，你还敢去赌场？
Oh, he's got an addiction.
我发誓，我
Get him
我以后
some
再
help.
你
I mean, I know they
我这次
never put him in
我也不敢
rehab.
跟我妈说呀，她知道了会疯掉的。
Oh, he's gonna cave. Oh, he is quite
先生，您的咖啡
easy. He really is easy, huh? He really said, sit down. I'll get you something to drink. Sir. Oh man, I don't want to say that he shouldn't be nice to his little brother, but he's enabling him, clearly. And now we know how that turned out. He turned into the piece of shit he is now. This is messy. So he's obviously stalking him.
先生，您的咖啡。
谢谢。
第7次了，
7 times?
正房的小孩
Sir
怎么那么容易对私生子心软？
Because he probably wanted to have a little brother, siblings, and actually love his siblings. But he can't because of what they represent to his, the pain of his mother. I really wish we could see his other siblings and see how he interacts with them. Like, obviously, he doesn't necessarily have affection for them. But I wonder if they are all like this, or if he has like a variety of different experiences with them. Some of them he actually, hangs out with and, actually, has like a affection for them. But he has to put on this face, right? Like he has to put on this front of being strong, being the responsible one, etc. He has to like protect the family name, protect the family home. It's a lot of pressure for him. He's a great artist. He's a soft alpha. I love him with this cat that we never see. It's our first time seeing a cat. Oh God, these shirts with teddy bears and plushies sewn to them. Jesus. Ooh, new location. Oh my God. Wait.
13少，
13th young
现在会
master?
等宅吗？
Jeez,
本
so
人
he
那边
has
刚传来消息，
at least 12
说您可以不用去。
siblings.
今天的家宴会有很多世交到场，所以只邀了嫡出和在集团内工作的少爷小姐们。您可以不用去。
So he's the hidden son. Got it. 13th young master is fucking crazy. Do we think he has any younger siblings? 9 years later? 9 years before. That's 9. This is 9. This is years. I'm assuming this is before. Because 9 years later would be after the series. So it must be 9 years before. Or no, that might be 7. Oh, did his father die?
家主，四爷来了。
Oh no. His brother?
家主，
别叫我家主。虽然父亲把北超控股的控制权给了我，但我从来不觉得我和那个家有什么关系。
对不起，老板。
Like that better?
老板，四爷来了，说有事要见你。你他妈还在这玩泥巴呢！
I think he's the only enigma in the family,
放他进
so
来。
rip to you.
你们先出去吧。
Do the other members of the family know that he's an enigma? They must, right? They must.
约了你2天，父亲的葬礼才刚办完，
Oh, he just
你
died.
转头就把北超控股的名字给改了，你是不是想造反啊？谁不知道，那份遗嘱是被你动过手脚的。公证处。
I immediately wondered if he had faked the will or something, forged the will. That was my first thought as soon as he said the funeral was just today. I was like, I wonder if he in my mind, I was like, I wonder if he faked the will.
和律师都被你买通了，帮你一起做伪证。
I'm fine with it either way. If he
证据呢？
seized control, or if his
我
father
要
was
是有
just like
证据，
giving
你
it
他
to
妈还能
him.
坐在这儿吗？
Peace,
哦，那就是没有了。
right? Like you can't prove it. You have no power here, sir. Settle down.
四哥，
Oh, he definitely knows he's an enigma.
你是知道的。我最讨厌没有证据、空口乱说话的人。
You just noticed this? The million pictures on the wall of him?
13，这个
Don't touch it.
就是你的心上人吧？
Is he about to murder his brother for even daring to think about his man?
长得确实不错，怪不得招我们家小13的喜欢。
还给我！
Playing with his
我
life
再
right
说一
now.
遍，还给我！
还给你。好啊。喏，给你了。
See, now he's gonna have to beat you up. Dude took his patch off and everything. He said,
你是想
"Prepare
用左手
yourself."
还是右手？
He's like- Yep. So he ripped off one of his hands. Got it. You should rip off the dominant one so that he has to relearn how to do everything with his non-dominant hand.
唯一称得上朋友的沈文郎，时常说他冷漠。父亲说过，
Now him taping it back
兄弟
together with the blood still on
各
it.
个
Oh,
狡
this
诈
is funny.
欺上瞒下，欺软怕硬，独独
Who's
只
this
不胜
narrator?
少有。温暖，
Is this his secretary now?
像湛蓝天空中高悬的太阳，有座
I
星
don't
辰。
love. Okay, I'm gonna say something. I don't love the use of this device. Show me this. I should be able to understand this without a narrator telling me this. They did the same thing with Sheng Xiaoyu and his feelings for Huang, and it was like, we can see, trust the actors. I can see that he is in love with Huang and that he's brokenhearted that Huang is missing, potentially being abused. You know, like we don't need a narration to tell us that. Just like we don't need it for this. We understand that the reason that he likes him is because he was like the only person that actually showed him true kindness. And everybody else around him is either afraid of him or wants to use him or is an enemy in disguise or not in disguise, is an open enemy. All of his family, he doesn't have friends. He just has subordinates, and his subordinates are, you know, it's different because most of them are afraid of him anyway. We don't need a narrator to tell us why he likes him. It's very clear why.
第一次有做星辰的冲动。
还偷拍？
没有找人，都是我自己拍的。
He said, I'm the one that did all that.
我不想别人
I'm
偷
a
窥盛
stalker.
先生。
I would never allow
花
anybody
是
else
花
to look
痴
at
吗
you.
是啊，是指喜欢盛先生的那种。
Not him being not him being a little bit into that. That's so funny. Look at his expression. He was like, wait. He was like, wait, you've been stalking me for 15 years? Hold up. Sir, please. Look at his face. He loves it. I hate him. Very
盛
jealous.
先生是指哪方面？
还能是哪方面？你从沈文郎那里回来，身上的伤到底是怎么回事？
Oh, that was all me. It was my rat.
那是我自己弄的。
Psychotic. But the way he's more concerned about the idea that maybe, like, he's more concerned with his jealousy than he is with the fact that he deceived him to that point. Like, sir. I need him to get it together. He, like I said, he's so easy. He's so easy, y'all.
每次一感气都会有寻偶症，怕伤害到你，才找了个借口离开的。
寻偶症？
嗯。
It's him loving this.
盛
He
先
said,
生
"My kind of freak."
骗你是我不好，但我跟文郎真的没有什么，你不要再吃他的醋了。
Who's
不是
jealous? I knew it.
好香啊！
All right, sir. Did he? Sorry, did he tell him? He must have. He must have told him that the H is for Hua and the S is for Shen. Not Shun. Sweethearts is crazy.
我的母亲和文郎的 Omega 父亲因异世视角，小的时候
Sorry, let me
异
see
世视
this.
角
Hold，on, one second.
小的我的母亲
So his mother, the one, like one of his father's many mistresses, and Wenlang's Omega father, Yin Yi, are family friends. Okay.
和文郎的 Omega 父亲因异世视角，小他离开的时
So
候
they,
托我多照顾文郎。
okay, so they
离开？
live together or
英义叔叔是 P 国
Grew up
军方
together a
最
little
年轻
bit？
的上将，他的 Alpha 沈玉则是 P 国商界名门唯一的继承人，是年轻的
sorry,
上将。
let me say this again. I need to understand this. So Uncle Yin Yi, the Omega, Shen Wenlang's dad, is the youngest general in Country P's military. Okay.
他的 Alpha
And his alpha, Shen Yu,
沈玉则是 P 国商界名门
is the
唯
only
一的
heir
继
to
承人。
Finn's business family, Country P. Okay, yeah. So his other father runs a business. And that's the person that was mentioned in the call that Shen Wenlang got way back from, I think, his uncle or his grandfather.
传闻两人是政商联姻，没有感情。再往前推10年，整个 P 国的上流社会都在传，英义叔叔是用特殊的手段才骗取到永久标记，最终还因为政见不合，死在 Alpha 手里。
Whoa. So the rumors that one of his fathers killed his other father because he used they weren't actually in love. He tricked him into marking him a permanent mark, basically, is what I'm understanding. Is that the truth? That's certainly what Shen Lang thinks, probably. But is that the truth? But he also took care of Huang. So does Huang know the full truth of what happened?
哦，原来是家门不幸，怪不得沈文郎心理变态，那么讨厌Omega。
Well, he definitely hates Omega so much.
因为英译上将的事，文郎和家里闹掰了。他创业初期找到我，让我帮他。
你真了不起啊！这么说，把我的信息素
You
味
made
道
your
做成
best
洗发
friend
水、
be the
沐浴露
enemy.
还有洁厕灵，都是你的主意。
Oh, yeah. Yeah! I said that at the very beginning of this. I was like, yo, this is giving crush. Is he in love with this man? Of course. Why did I never think about the fact that it was probably Huang who was backing the whole using his scent, his natural scent, as part of their product line? Why did I never put that together? I guess because in my mind, I feel like that would be like, I wouldn't want the whole world smelling my man. So I would I guess I assume that Huang would be too jealous to want anybody else to know what his scent is, let alone put it as a product line. So I just thought it was an insulting move, which why it made sense for Shen Wenlan to do it as a way to insult Sheng Xiaoyou.
洗发水、沐浴露还有洁厕灵，都是你的主意啊。
盛先生太好闻了，我想让全世界都知道。
Oh God, it's him loving this crazy shit for me.
盛先生，你是我的毛薄荷，我的罂粟。
That is a good
让我想
analogy.
花先生追人，
盛先生，我没有朋友，也没有家人，
Shen Wenlan
我求你
crying.
了。你得好好
That's your
帮我
bestie. Just admit it.
花先生没有朋友，那沈文郎和常宇算什么？
他们是跟我一起创造利益的人，与其说是朋友，倒不如说是同盟。
No, they're your besties.
盛先生，我只有你了。
It's him loving this.
我可以亲你吗？
不能。
Not the pout. All right, sir.
你千万不能乱来，我建议你立刻停止妊娠，放弃这个孩子。
That's fair. It's dangerous, but you know he's not gonna do that.
就没有别的
Yeah, do we
办
have
法
nothing? Like we had spray, omega spray for Xing Xiaoyou's rut. We don't have alpha spray for him to help him through this kind of thing and help other omegas through this kind of thing. Well, that actually tracks. There would be some medical advances for alphas that wouldn't be available for omegas because omegas are second-rate citizens. I can see that. No, but they have like a whole protection act and everything. Well, it's always stages. It's never all at once. You don't get all of your rights at once a lot of times. A lot of times you got to work on it. You got to do one thing, get that established, and do the next, then do the next. And then there's always somebody trying to undo your rights and et cetera, et cetera. So it's always an uphill battle. So actually I could see certain rights being covered in the Protection Act, but then some things not. You know, some advances being done and some not.
我听说现在已经有了人造的安抚信息素了，或者我也可以试试用别的匹配度比较高的 A 法的信息素来。
不，人造信息素效果有限。
Okay,
至于
they've answered me.
其他 alpha 的信息素，高先生，你确定吗？这会存在很大的道德风险。怀孕生产呢是你的私事，有些话孕呢，这怀孕总不能是你自己一个人完成的吧？口里说燕鸥， 却把别人的肚子搞大，这样的人渣，
All right,
他不
you're
应该负
being a
点责
bit
任吗？
much, sir.
医生，
It's because he's known him for a long time, and he can see him being self-destructive, and it's very obviously he cares about him. But you are being a bit over the line. You're making a lot of assumptions here, sir. The main reason is that he hasn't told this man that he's an Omega, so you know, and the circumstances around the pregnancy, the conception, were not ideal. Let's say that.
我知道你是为了我好，但我真的很想要这个宝宝。真的没有别的其他，就会对宝宝有影响吗？
这喷雾性的副作用啊，的确小很多。但是鉴于你的情况，我还是建议你立刻停止使用。
You're just gonna have to live as an Omega now. That's gotta be scary, right? Like, because he's lived in hiding, essentially in the closet this whole time, his whole life almost. And now because of these circumstances, he's being forced to be out now. Like, he can no longer hide anything. He can't use sprays, he can't use inhibitors, anything while he's pregnant, because of his health, right? And the health of the baby. So yeah, he's just gonna be exposed. Tough.
进来个人。
确实是对你很用心，虽然因为家里的事情不得不离开，但是也足以体现出他很重视你。
是吗？
Yeah, rub salt in that wound. Thank you,
秘
sis.
书处5点半下班，高途通常会自主加班1小时。如果这个时候去乘电梯，最容易偶遇。
Not
哪怕不能正常
calculating
的
how
电
he
梯
can
碰
run
上
into this
只要在大
man.
堂等10几分钟，应该也能遇见。
Sir, just say that you like
这些
him.
年，高途经手的东西不少，我不放心，还是亲自去看看。
And now he's like, ooh.
我都会交接好的。
Now he's like, he doesn't even trust my work.
所有机密文件，我都第一时间完成了转交。有关您个人，
我不是这个意思。
沈总，
It's kind of what
我来是想告
he
诉你，
said and how he's going to take it.
您休学时门禁卡的 NFC 我都已经删除了，先下班了。
等等，
沈总，你还有事吗？
Oof. Sis over there watching this interaction like, I know.
沈总，
She's like, ooh, let me get this
您帮我们
tea.
那政府的医药费，我也会尽快还给您的。抱歉，
The way he didn't even pay for
没
that.
有那么快。
Oh, buddy, if he finds out he wasn't even the one that paid for his sister's surgery, that it was a trick from Huang to have Sheng Xiaoyou pay for it, oh my God. And he's been just taking his money for like the last year. That's so terrible. Like, bro.
还少一点时间。
我不是这个意思。
Over a decade. They've known each other for over 10 years.
我都会还的。
And he's liked him for 10. Oof.
这样的例子还有很多，你要再听几个吗？
不必了，
He knows them all.
我不会再骗他了。
Oh, I thought he was gonna reveal that he's stalked him for 15 years. He knows all about them stories. So he has a lounge in his office where he sleeps at work. Miss me with that. I would never sleep at my job. Working in a corporate office? Fuck that. Miss me with that, y'all.
你怎么在这里啊？这样，送一个文件
You
就
can see
爬
his
上我的
tattoo.
床。那我就说
You can see his tattoo, his King of Spades tattoo. It's a cool tattoo. Eliot's tattoo. It's really dope.
送一个文件就爬上我的床，那我的休息室早就挤不下了。
盛先生放心，有我在，别人连门都进不了。除了我，没人能爬你的床。
Not the cheek bench. I hate them.
这本来就是需要伴侣配合治疗的疾病。
伴侣，
It's like, I knew he was
我
gonna
承
say
认了
that.
吗？你就着急对号入座？
盛先生太抢手了，身边好不容易才空出一个空位。我的
I
确很着急。
expended money for this. Yes.
简单的说，
It's him
我想
looking
了
like
解
a
一下，
bodyguard.
您最近有没有和伴侣同过房？
我
他有。
什么？
您和那位欧米伽的契合度应该超过了90%，他的安抚信息素对您很有帮助。同房可以帮助稳
Over
定您的信息
90%
素。
compatible. All right, baby. So they are also over 90% compatible.
应该超过了90%。
你让我的 alpha 和别的欧米伽上床啊？
End of the episode, I guess. That was episode 13 of Desire, the series. Watched on Gaga. So your mileage may vary on them subtitles. That was a good episode. We got some flashbacks to Hua when he was younger. We got to meet one of his siblings. Apparently he has 12 other siblings. He's the 13th son. Did we know that before? I feel like we didn't know that before. I mean, we knew that he had siblings because they mentioned that he had siblings, half siblings, but I don't think we knew that he was the 13th. And we met his fourth brother, I think, fourth or third, something like that. Total douchebag. And he ripped his arm off or his hand or something for tearing up a picture of Xing Xiaoyou. I mean, to be fair, he was so rude. Valid. Valid response. Okay, so I wasn't expecting us to get a flashback to Hua when he was young, but I'm glad for it because I feel like even though we know his story, being able to see how he came to power in his family and the kind of BS that he's dealt with, you know, getting to see that I think was good, and knowing that he told Xing Xiaoyou, so now Xing Xiaoyou knows exactly how far he's gone to get to where he is, specifically to meet Xing Xiaoyou. Oh, we also saw that he was stalking him. Obviously, we know that. But he stalked him during a meeting with his little brother, so he saw how his little brother treated him. The 7th time that he's gone to him to ask him for money or whatever, that's crazy. Yeah, he's definitely very soft. He's soft. He's soft on the inside completely. We also learned that they're 90% compatible, or over 90% compatible. So his most perfect partner is not an Omega, but an Enigma. Interesting. So I guess the question now is, when is Xing Xiaoyou, because he learned, more about Hua and his motivations, Huang and his motivations. And I think he's definitely feeling closer to him because he's like smiling every time Huang says some crazy shit about what he's doing stalking him. So he's kind of charmed by this. Now that he knows the truth, we can finally see them just being their authentic selves with each other, right? Like, which is what I've wanted all along, and I feel like we needed more episodes of that. I don't know. I feel like we could have. I feel like we waited a long time to reveal this, too long. I think that we should have revealed the truth about who Huang was by episode 8 at the latest. That should have been the midpoint, and then the rest, the whole back half, should have been Xing Xiaoyou getting to know the real Huang and us, you know, and see them build that relationship there. I feel like 6 episodes is not enough time. I guess 7 if we include. No, cause he found out in end of episode 10. So yeah, 6 episodes is not enough, in my opinion. I think we needed more. I would have actually preferred 10. I would have actually preferred like that the truth be exposed at the end of episode 6, and then we get a full 10 episodes of, hey, this is the chase. I gotta get his forgiveness, etc., etc. And then just get to see them date as their authentic selves. But you know, I'll take what I can get. We have 3 more episodes left, so we have 3 more episodes to wrap up this story, which means we gotta expose the little brother for being a piece of shit and an attempted murderer. This is twice now he's attempted to kidnap somebody, and then one of those times he attempted to kill his own brother. Oof. So we gotta expose him. We need to have Xing find out about Gao Tu being not only the Omega from the hotel, but that he's pregnant with his baby. We need all of that information to be exposed, and I assume, and for him to, you know, reconcile with Gao Tu, because I just can't imagine this story ending without both those couples being together and reconciling with each other. So we still need that. And then I guess we gotta probably get Huang and Xing Xiaoyou married. I think this is the kind of show that would end in a wedding. I'm hoping it'll end in a wedding, because the best kind of romances do end in weddings. I guess that's usually rom-coms. Usually rom-coms end in weddings. Yeah. Hoping we get a nice little wedding capper on this. Maybe they'll do a double wedding. No, Huang wouldn't allow a double wedding. Never mind. I don't even know why I thought that for 1 second. He would never allow anything to interrupt his big day with Xing Xiaoyou. Absolutely fucking not. Okay, let's talk about Gao Tu and Xing. A fucking mess. Xing, because he cannot talk about his true feelings. Oof. And Gao Tu, because he can't confront his own true feelings, and not to Xing. Even here, when he thinks this is the end, he still won't tell him how he truly feels. You know? Like, they both got themselves into this situation. Deadass. I'm gonna be honest. So now he's almost finalized his transfer of his work to the other secretaries. Just a couple more days and then he's done. But he also went to the doctor, and of course this pregnancy is going to be high risk for him. He's been sick this entire show, and specifically sick as an Omega with his glands and his pheromones and his specific Omega biology. So yeah, definitely this pregnancy is going to be high risk for him. So it makes sense that the doctor was pushing him to terminate for his own safety and health, because he could die giving birth to this baby. And it makes sense why Gao Tu doesn't want to, of course. So hopefully they can find a way to help him have the baby safely. But Gao Tu is so stubborn that I can see him just, you know, dying for this baby. He's very stubborn and very, you know, he's very mulish, set in his ways, shall we say. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to break between the two of them. Like, what is going to cause them to finally confront the full truth together? And I don't know. It has to be an outside catalyst. It can't, because neither one of them is budging. Neither one of them. So it's going to have to be some kind of outside catalyst that does it. Huang has been trying to do it nicely, but it also kind of isn't his business. Like, listen, he has dropped so many hints to both of them. Hey, shouldn't you just tell him how you feel? Like, all of that. You know what? I'm not even mad at Huang because he has done everything to Wingman needs to, and they are not budging. So take your hands off of it. It's their lives. They can do whatever they want with it. Like, you got other things to worry about. You know what? Valid. I'm totally on his side for, hey, I'm going to mind my business. Because y'all ain't listening to me, so whatever. Y'all figure it out. Y'all grown men. 2 grown men. 2 grown-ass men still can't figure out how to tell each other how they really feel. Speaking of 2 men, so we found out the truth about Xiamen past, or the rumors. I guess that's a question. Are we supposed to take that as the truth of what happened? Or is it really all just rumors and like the reality is something different? But basically, Xiamen has an alpha father and an omega father, and his omega father is a general in Country P, and apparently tricked his dad into a permanent mark, and they got permanently marked, but they were unequally yoked, let's say. They were unhappy in their marriage, and it caused discord between them to the point where his alpha father killed his omega father. That's crazy. But I guess this is leading to why he hates omegas, because he believes that his omega father truly did trick his alpha father and then got killed. Or are we going to learn that that's actually not the truth of what happened? That all of his hatred towards an entire subgender is completely unwarranted and based on his own assumptions and believing in malicious rumors? Are we going to meet his alpha father? Is that who called him? Shen Yu? Is that who called him on the phone like 6-7 episodes ago, a while ago? And so when he was talking in the text, called him and then Xiamen didn't answer and then he texted, right? Was that his alpha father and he was, bitching about his omega father, etc.? Is that what we're getting from that? I have to go back and watch that scene again to see exactly what the text message said. Because I don't remember exactly. I just remember somebody from his family home texted him and he was super annoyed by it. So I'll rewatch that before the next episode and see if I can remember and understand what happened there. Yeah. I'm hoping we'll get a little bit more information about that too and get confirmation on whether or not that really is what happened or whether he's mistaken and actually something different happened. I wonder, because a lot of times with series, with books and stories like this, there might be other books in that series that tell other stories. I wonder if the story of Xiamen parents is like another book. Because that sounded like an interesting story. The youngest general of this country, and then a high-powered alpha. The youngest general who's an omega in this country, and then a high-powered alpha businessman, get together, yada, yada, yada. That sounds like another Danmei, doesn't it? That sounds like the setup for another Danmei. Like the whole youngest general, omega general in that entire country, feels like the kind of character setup you would have for a main character. It does. It feels like that. I can see the image of the Donghua in my mind. of what it would look like what that character would look like, being like a young Omega, but he also is a general, so you got to see him with like medals and stuff like that, and he's like super slim for no reason, but really pretty, the prettiest general. That'll be the title of the manhwa or the donghua. You can see it. I wonder if that's like another story by the same author as the original novel of Desire. That would be interesting. Anyway, I think that's all I want to say for this episode. It was good. It was a little slower, which is crazy because we only have 4 episodes left. Oh, 3 now. And we are wrapping up this series really rapidly. There's been a certain charm to this series. I've looked forward to watching each episode every week. It's been really, I don't know, something about it is really charming. It's not perfect. We all have seen some of the goofs, some of the directing and editing goofs, and the weird writing. Some of the pacing is not great. Some of the acting is not great, etc., etc. Like, some of the costuming is ridiculous. How many times have we seen Huang with that one black shirt with the white flower? Like, come on. How many times have we seen Shin Lan with that green blazer with no shirt underneath it, But there's been something charming about it, about the way that they have handled this show. I like the actors. I think the actors have a lot of chemistry with each other. I like all 4 of the mains. Didn't they like form a boy band recently? Desire 4. That's what they're called now. Like Flower 4. So they had like a concert recently, right? In like Thailand. Or maybe it was in Singapore or something like that. They had a concert recently. I'm sure there'll be video and fan cams and stuff like that. Maybe I'll look some up and watch them with you guys. I don't know. I'm not going to do it while I'm watching. I'm going to wait until after. I'll also check out some of the behind the scenes stuff, because there's some behind the scenes stuff. I've seen a couple of clips on like social media, but I haven't really fully watched all of them or anything like that. So maybe I'll do that as some extras. Just because I've been enjoying these guys. Like, regardless of the nitpicks and the things that I've pointed out about the story that I wasn't a huge fan of. I don't know. There's something earnest about this series and the attention that these guys have paid to their roles. Like, the way that everybody's, like, being really honest and sincere in their portrayals of these characters, and the way the story is playing everything really straight. I don't know. I find it really, cute. I've enjoyed it. So I'll stick around for some behind the scenes, some extras for this one. I don't do it a lot. I'm gonna be honest. I don't do behind the scenes stuff a lot. I just don't have a lot of time. So I usually try to fill up my recording slots with like actual episodes of shows or movies or whatever. But maybe I'll fit some in for maybe I'll fit some in for Desire. Yeah, we'll see. All right, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. It is really late for me. It's almost midnight, so let me know what you guys think. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Going over to Patreon if you're interested in full-length or early access to this show, as well as other shows I have on my channel. I have a bunch of stuff right now. I am watching Shine, the series, of course. I just filmed that. The finale for that aired today as I'm filming this. We also have Us, the series, finishing up on YouTube and finishing up on Patreon next week. And then I have Whale Store XOXO that will be finishing up in a few weeks. And then we have Pit Babe Season 2. I'm about halfway through Pit Babe Season 2. And then we have the story of Cunning Palace, or Cunning Palace, whatever. I release 2 episodes a week on Patreon for that show. After Shine, I'm going to have a little break, probably a 2-week break, and then I will be starting Moving, Well, I'm not starting moving. I actually started moving a while ago, and then I stopped. It went on hiatus, but I've started editing it again. So those episodes will pick up again on Patreon. They'll be Patreon exclusive for now until I find the time to edit those down. And then after us and Wellstore XOXO, I'm going to be releasing Chaser Game W Season 2 over on Patreon. And then probably I'm going to try and find something for YouTube to replace them because I want another GL on YouTube. But I have to find one that I can put up easily on YouTube without having to do a lot of editing, because my job is getting fucking crazy right now. I'm about to move into a new position, so I have to do some prep work for it, which means I do not have a lot of time to do stuff. It's going to be a lot of long nights for the next 2 months at least. As I settle into a new position, I just have way too much work at work. So I got to devote a lot of time, like my weekday time has to be almost completely about work. I can't do anything like filming after or anything like that. Like after, sometimes I film after work, like I finish my work and then I will film for like a couple of hours, maybe 3 hours. I can't do that for like the next like 3 months because I'm gonna be doing a lot of overtime. So I'm gonna have to slow down over on Patreon, and I'm eventually gonna have to slow down on YouTube as well, which means I have to kind of focus on shows that I can put up on YouTube with minimal editing. So that means a lot more GMM TV stuff and stuff that I can, and Idol Factory stuff and whatever is available. Oh yeah, Idol Factory. There's the somewhere everywhere, something like that. With Fei Mei. Excuse me. Woo! I've been talking all day. That's why I need some water. 1 second. All right. Yeah, that was that one show with Fei Mei. Should I pick that one up from Idol Factory? I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I watched the trailer for that and I saw the premise and it didn't really interest me. It didn't interest me. So I don't want to have another My Marvelous Dream Is You where I watch something that I kind of hate. I feel like that probably wasn't pleasant for you guys, and I don't want to do that to you. Which is why when I see something and I'm not interested in it, I've been avoiding it. Maybe I'll pick up something else. I don't know, but I want to do another GL for the YouTube folks, so I'll figure out something. I'll see if I can find something that's really easy to put up. There's been a few GLs. It's just like a lot of them are ones where I'm going to have to do editing and stuff, and I don't want to do that. It's a lot. It's the editing, y'all. It's always the editing that takes the most out of me. Yeah, so we'll figure it out. Anyway, enough shop talk. We'll go ahead and end it there. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Baby, it's whatever. All this ever, but you long gone. It don't matter.